This is Adam Gorney, the National Recruiting Director for Rivals.com, here with new Texas commit, Aaron Bryant, obviously with the hat and the shirt and the whole thing. Aaron, tell us why Texas won out here. So many teams were involved. Why the Longhorns for you?
For me, it was really just, it felt different. When I visited Austin, it was just a different feeling. I didn't feel really nobody else as far as Coach Davis, him being the type of coach he is. That was the only visit that I went on where I felt like I got a whole lot better. By the time I left Texas, it felt like I became a whole lot better football player because I learned a lot of stuff in the position meeting that nobody else taught me. It was more so about other things but my biggest thing was who's going to make me the best player I can be. And I feel like Coach Davis would.
Let's talk about that visit to Texas. What did you think of Austin? Definitely a different environment than a lot of people are used to. And what just stood out about being there and the place in general?
For me, I thought it was going to feel weird because I'm not really from a big city. I'm from Mississippi, so it's no city like Austin. But surprisingly, it felt like home. That was the thing that I left with. I felt like when I visited Austin, it was like home. And so, when you feel like somewhere like home, it's hard to get out your head.
Bo Davis obviously going to, recruit very, very well. When you were there and you said you felt like you left better, what exactly did he say that really stood out to you? And just kind of thinking down the line here, playing for him, how much of a draw is that going to be for you?
Really what stood out to me, honestly, was he told me what I need to get better at. And not a lot of coaches, they all want to appeal to you and make you feel better, but he told me straight up what I need to get better, what I need to do to become the best player I can, what he thought I could become if he worked with me, he told me what he thinks I can become. So really, that's what really did it for me.
That NFL experience can't hurt either, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. On the other side of the ball, the head coach is obviously an offensive-minded guy, but just you're going to have to like playing for him and stuff. What your impressions of Coach Sark and just in general, your feeling of how he's turning that program around even before he's even coached a game there?
I can already tell that this Texas team is going to be really good because of the way he's approached everything, the way he's approached recruitment. He takes it very seriously. Like he called me at least once every week up until my point to where I committed. So, that's really how, I can tell he takes this stuff serious and he's serious about turning Texas around.
Talk about turning that program around, you being a part of that. How important is it for you to get them back, not only, in the Big 12 for a few years, then the SEC, but to be competitive on the national level? How important is that for you? What kind of a focus is that going to be for you?
It's a huge focus. We got to get Texas back on the map, just because of, the name Texas has fell off recently. But I feel like Coach Sark and Coach Davis and everybody else on their roster and stuff is definitely looking to get it to back where it should be.
Walk me through the last few months of your recruitment. Was it right after that Texas visit that you knew it was going to be Texas? I mean, obviously there were some big time SEC schools in there. Obviously Ole Miss is going to make a push. How did it become that Texas won out here?
It really took a minute. I felt like that's what I was going to choose, but I had to pray about it a lot, especially because of just the simple fact of it was a lot of other schools that compete. I felt good vibes other places. But, I had to think about it and pray about it. And at the end of the day, I just couldn't get Texas out of my mind. So I went ahead and chose them.
Great. Again, here is new Texas commit Aaron Bryant with Adam Gorney for Rivals.com.